Hi, beautiful divine soul. Thank you for being here, mostly in the moment with me, Mystic Mia Moksha, for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at how they feel about you right now. We have 4 piles here. We choose a pile based on the number, the image, or the crystal that resonates with you. You'd also look at another pile if you're looking at a different connection, a future one, or a past one, or a current one. I also have other Love Pick a Card readings if you want more information about this connection. I just want to give a quick thank you so much for the tips, donations, the likes, the comments, sharing a bit of your light, a bit of your story with me, with others through the comments. It's heartwarming to see stories that I've lived through in the past, or that my friends or family members have gone through. And, I learn from your experiences, and I use that wisdom and I pass it along. And, I just love this, bit of sisterhood and brotherhood, this kind of community where we share our wisdom with each other. And it's kind of, I don't know, give me a sense of the old world, but like us building a new world where we share more of that wisdom. We don't keep it to ourselves, and we're not selfish about it, not judgmental about it. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile 11 with the ocean Jasper. Let's see how your person feels about you. Influencer, 9 of rings. Okay. So they think you're just magnanimous. Like you have a very big presence. You may be popular, or they may feel like you're very outgoing. You have a really nice personality, or people just notice you. You might look very, very good. You might be very sexy. You definitely have this air about you, this confidence, this power to you. People notice it. People pay attention to you. People give you the time of day. You can be successful just based on your looks. You can be successful just based on your personalities, or the way that you talk, or your intelligence, or how good you are with business, or how well you know people. Maybe like you can go so far with just intuition and learning how to like read people. That's like 99% of like anything. It's just understanding people. If you understand people, you can do business well. You can influence people well. You can help people more. Like understanding people is like the basis for everything. And understanding yourself. So they feel like you have a really good read on people, or you can, or like enough to like where you can like succeed just based on your looks or personality, or your know-how, your intelligence. Prosperity sisters are happiness and joy. There's a little bit of jealousy. I'm getting a tiny bit, not like overwhelming, but like there's a little bit of jealousness about how you always look happy and how you always are having a fun time. Even if you don't think you're these things, like this person sees you, and I don't know, through the looking glass, they think that you have it all. Even if you're not happy, they're like, even if you're not happy, you can make people believe that you are. At least you look good doing what you do. At least people speak well of you and highly of you. Like at least with your influence and your power, you can get a lot of money. You can do a lot of things with that money and make yourself happy. So they really see you as someone who like is lucky because of how smart you were born, how pretty or handsome you were born, or how you just have like a good personality that you were born with. Something about like the way you were born. You can make it through with anything. King of Roses. Wow. Executive producer. Yeah, and you're a boss too. Wow. So the King of Wands, You're such a good go-getter. Like, you can be successful in almost like anything. Like, I feel like if you put your mind to it, you can do it. You are very proud of your career or your success, whatever that is. You take a lot of pride in your hobbies and your interests, your passions. And you feel confident that you look good doing what you do. You have good taste, or you have a very unique, special, like, style that makes you who you are. I'm hinting a sense of jealousy, but I feel like it's more like admiration from afar. Like, this person could be following you on social media and they see like the outward appearance that you put on, but they also know you a little bit. So they're just kind of, they feel lucky and kind of like starstruck and like, yeah, lucky to be able to see this other side of you, like, that other people don't get to see. So what else? I think about you. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power towards what I want. You have a very like strong essence about you. You're mentally strong, physically strong. Like, I feel like you don't get distracted as easily as other people do. You might not get caught up in dark things or addictions, or you're able to move away from those things very quickly because you can see that there's like a pull, a gravity to those like dark things. And as soon as you see yourself going down like a bad path and it's going to distract you from your goals, like, you push yourself away from it. And they admire that like no other. They really truly see that as something very special. 2, okay. Get back to elemental. You're able to reset your life very quickly. So I feel like they might have seen like older posts that you put up, or maybe someone has talked about your past, or maybe they've known you for a very long time, but not like someone super close to you. Like someone they like, it's like a friend, or they went to the same school as you, and they just continue to like, you know, hit you up once in a while. You know, they're like an acquaintance. They're not really completely a friend or a lover or romantic interest, or maybe they were, but they're just kind of at an arm's distance. If you don't know this person, or if you don't know who I'm talking about, you might be surprised with someone from your past that you know, but you probably wouldn't expect to hit you up, and you might have like a little crush on this person, but you didn't think much of it, and same with this person to you. So you might be surprised that you bump into them or meet them again or something. The now. Yeah, now. Wow. That's a clear timeline Sprite gave. Now. So I wouldn't be surprised if you get contact from this person now. Wow. Okay, so what else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? The High Priestess in reverse. Okay. Yeah, so I was just thinking that too. I just got a little bit of chills. And it's like over 90 degrees right here. So you might randomly think back to a time, and you might, like, around now, you might think it's like weird that you just thought about this random time, like, I don't know, 5th grade or something, or that time you went to that place in the like over summer, or when you hung out with your cousin's friend that winter or something like that. You might think back to like a specific time in your past and you might think it's kind of odd, but it's because you're about to meet this person that you met around that time or that you hung out with a lot around that time. And they might be having something similar feelings, but they don't know that they're going to be open to you. But it's going to be crazy because like when you guys start talking, it's going to be like, oh, that's so funny. I was just thinking about the time we went to that beach or blah, 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 like something like that. Interesting. Okay, so how else do they feel about you? Lilac. First emotions of love. Yeah. So I feel like this is someone that like you might have been like, oh, like first crush, or you thought they were good looking and they thought you were good looking, or, you know, they thought you were funny, you thought they were funny, something like that, like first crush, puppy crush kind of thing. But you didn't really see this person much afterwards or something, or maybe for a little bit, but for not for a long time, or you didn't really end up being close. Even though you were in the same class, or even though you were in the same friend group or something, you like similar circles or something, like you didn't really end up, you know, hanging out with this person so much. But there was a spark there. There was a little bit of a spark. It was just the two of you didn't really do anything with it. Oh, that's interesting. What would happen? The Magician. Magic. Magic is about to happen. Okay, this is interesting. What is going on? Cancer. Okay. So when I'm recording this reading, it is Cancer season. So before the end of Cancer season, or if you're watching this at another time, before the end of that month, or maybe by the end of July, whenever you're watching this. Interesting. Okay. Let's see if we can get more information. How does this person feel about you? I know that I crossed the line with you, but it came out in reverse. I feel like they might have wanted to do something inappropriate, like steal a kiss from you, or I don't know, something like that. But they didn't. Psychic abilities. Yeah, with the 11, the High Priestess, and psychic abilities. I feel like the two of you knew that there was something between the two of you. You know, something more than the average person, than the average couple. But I feel like neither one of you want to kind of really test your boundaries. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I feel like the two of you are going to hit it off. Maybe this is something of like little to no communication. They ghosted you or something. You don't know why, and it was such a long time ago. And they still feel bad about it. They still think about it. When I introduce joy to a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. So we got joy twice and increasing the vibrational frequency. So I feel like they're in a really good place now. I feel like they were in such awe over you. They were just like, you know, maybe they saw you on the beach, or maybe they saw you, you know, when you're young and so confident and having a really good bod. They're really intimidated. They didn't make a move. You didn't make a move either, really. And they didn't really understand. There's this fascination about you because you're just like this awe-inspiring person. This person that just kind of glowed and people gave so much attention to and made every situation just so much fun, and, you know, brought light to every situation, brought more fun, brought more interest into every conversation. And and they feel like they aspired to be someone like that, and they feel like they are now someone like that. And so now they're like they would be excited to see you, because they're like, they grew up, they matured, they became more of themselves, they're more confident, they feel like they're interesting, that they're good looking now, or at least like better looking, and they can draw a crowd and stuff like that. So they'd be really excited to meet you and talk to you. Let's see, let's pull a couple more cards. Opposition, imbalance, a point of tension, a power struggle, to the point where there might be a power struggle, because when two, like, I feel like it's like type A kind of personalities, but not in like a annoying way. I just feel like two people who know who they are and like things the way they like it, a little bit, a little bit of a control freak. You can see that with like the boss energy that you have, and not like in a overly controlling way, but just like, you know what you like and know what you want, and you go after it. You don't ask anyone for help, you do it. If you want something, you go for it. So when you meet your match who's kind of similar in that way, it's kind of funny. It's gonna be funny how you two kind of work it out, because like, oh, I can't blame them for doing that because I'm the same way. The answers you need are coming. So I would say just hold on to your hats, because I feel like this is going to be a very fun reunion with someone you haven't seen for a very long time. You probably haven't even thought of them. It's going to be very random. You're going to be so surprised who it is. Very few of you actually know who the right person is. And that's kind of like the best part of it, because you're not expecting anything, low expectations. They're cute. They think you're cute. There's already friendly vibes there, so it's not awkward or uncomfortable. In fact, it's very comfortable and harmonious right away, and it's very casual, like nothing, no pressure right off the bat. And I think it's just kind of interesting how this kind of develops and kind of blossoms between the two of you. Yeah, I feel a lot about just like talking about the past, healing things from the past with each other, just as friends first. I think it's going to be really fun and interesting. It doesn't have to turn into a huge romantic thing. For some of you, it could be like the one, and for others, it could be a really casual dating situation, and for others, just a really good friendship that develops with someone. And whatever happens, this is a good thing. It's really fun. It's really, really nice. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you resonated, I really appreciate a like or comment. It's really helping me with my goal of reaching 10,000 this summer. And I hope that the divine channelings I bring to you are helping you with your goals. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, Pile 33 with the orange calcite. Let's see how a person feels about you. Okay. The Bachelorette 03, the Empress in reverse. Okay, so they feel like you have this very like, I'm a bachelor for life, like no one can hold me down, no one's gonna lock me down. I'm like Clooney, like just fun, single, enjoys being single, enjoys time to themselves, enjoys spending their money, enjoy taking vacations, doing their job, loves their work, loves their friends, loves their family, loves their life, like anyone would be lucky to get with me. Like that, they feel like that's your attitude. Whether that's true or not, this is how this person feels. Creator alchemy. I mean, you create magic, so who wouldn't want to be you, and who wouldn't want to date you? Balance. You have a great balance in your life. A lot of people kind of cling to relationships, romantic relationships, because the other relationships in their lives are not doing so well. Specifically, they're in a relationship with themselves, but also relationship with friends, family, coworkers, and everyone else. So they feel like you're so healthy that you don't even need a romantic partner. And that's like even makes you even more attractive, because it's not like you can't find someone, so you're pretending to love life and like crying at home at night. You're like, no, this person really actually loves their life. At least that's what this person feels about you. Okay, so how do they feel about you? I release time and let universe show me what to do. Yeah, like you're not worried about time. You're like, yeah, everyone else is worried about like settling down, having children, buying a home, or saving up money, getting a bigger home, or climbing up that ladder. Like they're like, you're so successful in all areas of your life, and you don't give an F about what anyone else thinks about your life or things that you should do. And in doing so, you're so successful. The producer, wow, the magician, and hit the balance card. Yeah, you're so like creative alchemy. You're so magnetic. You can manifest things really quickly. You get ahead in life very quickly because you don't want success for the sake of success. You don't want money for the sake of money. You don't want relationships for the sake of relationships. You want those things if they add value to your life, if they bring you more happiness, if they bring you more interest and more passion and more fun things to do in your life. Like, you're not out there to kind of show other people up. You're out there doing these things because it's fun to you, because you're interested in it. It gets you going. You're good at it. You want to improve in it. Like you do it because of you, and you manifest like crazy because of that. Your angels, your spirit team, your spirit guides are always around you because you listen. You're very highly connected. Okay, so how else do they feel about you? Eight of Swords in reverse. You don't trap yourself in your mind like most people do. You might not even understand a lot of tarot card readers, because most tarot readers are speaking to a specific audience, right? People that are kind of confused or need more clarity on a situation, need to connect with their intuition or their guides a little bit more, with higher power a little bit more, need help with that a little bit, or need confirmation in a difficult spot in their life, or are just making the same mistakes over and over, not learning from them, are doing things for the wrong reasons, basically. But you just don't get it. I feel like it's not just tarot, but it's like it's people in general. You're like, why is that person doing that? Why are they chasing the same person over and over again when they hurt them so badly? Like, why are they going for that same job when they're miserable? Like, why are they spending money when they don't have any? You look at people and you don't understand them. Like, they confuse you. They like seriously leaves you perplexed, because it's just like, why aren't people loving life? Why aren't people enjoying what they have and doing what they want? Like, it doesn't make sense to you. It doesn't click for most of the time. Three of Pentacles. And it's tricky for you because you want to work with other people, but it's hard to find people that you can work with because not everyone thinks like you. You have a very unique mind. You're very connected. It's very rare, special. I think that's kind of why you give off this aura of, I don't really need a romantic partner, because not because you don't want one, and not because you can't have one. I mean, people probably would be lining up out the door for you a chance to date you, it's because you're pretty awesome, and it's gonna be hard to kind of connect with another person if they don't have the same mindset as you. They might actually drag you down. They might actually prevent you from reaching goals sooner, you know? So it's really hard to find people on your level. Even successful people, successful in air quotes, people may not have the mindset that you do. You're just naturally living life the right way. if I were to put it in words. Yeah, you like follow your intuition, you follow your gut, you follow your passions, you know, you follow your logic, you follow the connections with people that feel right, and it's always worked for you, you know, or most of the times it's worked for you. When you made a mistake, making friends with the wrong people or taking the wrong job, you like corrected it instantly. Wow. You're a pretty awesome person, I gotta say. Beauty and happiness. That's how this person sees you, as just so beautiful inside and out. So truly, genuinely happy. I feel like you're a person always smiling a lot, you know, laughing pictures, has a positive attitude, always giving good advice, always, you know, letting out the tension in the room or an argument that someone's having, always being the diplomat, the mediator, making light of things, but like reliable, can talk about serious things, do serious tasks if you need to, life of the party, you know, always being invited to a lot of things, but like, you know, you kind of keep your focus on like the people that matter to you and the work that matters to you, and like don't really give too much focus to anything else. It's like you're an exclusive club, you know, and everyone wants to get in, everyone wants to be your friend, everyone wants your time, everyone wants you to work with them, but you know, you just don't have the time to give people all that. Okay. First house in reverse. Individuality, self-image, approach to life. I feel like you have a really good sense of self. You have a really good balance of me versus others. Like you can give in a very balanced way. You live your life in a very balanced way. You might have a very good work-life balance. You might have a very good system where how much time you spend with family, how much time you spend with friends. You know, you remind yourself, it's like, oh, it's been a minute since I talked to this person. Let me see how they're doing. Oh yeah, this person, they had this injury. Let me, you know, send them a card before I forget. Like, you're really good at keeping on top of that kind of stuff. And keeping on top of stuff like that you like. Keeping up with your own style, making time to like buy the things you like to buy, make the things you want to make, read the stuff you want to read, all that kind of stuff, listen to the things you want to listen to. It doesn't feel like your life is like too scheduled. It feels like you have a natural rhythm to your life. It's really nice. Pull one more card. Immersion intuition. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. I feel like you're always ahead of people, ahead of trends, ahead of the crowd. You know, if, like, for example, if a friend is about to reach out to you because it's been a long time, you hit them up like the day before they were about to hit you up. That might happen to you a lot. Like, someone's like, oh yeah, I was just about to reach out to you. That's so crazy. You literally reached out to me like a day or a week before this, or I don't know. If if your boss needs something at work, you kind of already know like, you already know their habits. You already know the workplace so well, your coworkers so well, that you already go ahead and do that thing that they're going to ask for in a week. You surprise them. It's like, oh, you already got it done? How did you know? You can predict things well. You have really good intuition. In relationships, you know when it's like the right time to move the relationship up or try something different, or when a relationship is not going to work out. You always have like a sense of things before they happen. When to save money, when to pull the trigger and buy something, things like that. This person notices this about you. I'm like wondering how they would know this about you. How do they know? Let's see. Yang. Proactivity. Yeah, you're always like, wow, expression, forward motion, proactivity. Yeah, you're so proactive. Like, you do things before you need to do them, or before they become necessary. You get a feeling. It's like, okay, I know, like, I have a feeling like this person's gonna back out, so let me think of a plan B for this event or something. I don't know. It's just always on top of things. How do they feel about you? I am not available and came out in hand. I feel like this person has never even given it a shot with you because they just feel like you're never available, or you would say that to them, like, oh, sorry, I'm like taking time for myself. I'm not really dating anyone right now. Or, yeah, I just got out of a relationship. So, like, you'd be honest to them. They feel like you'd be honest to them, but you probably wouldn't go out with them. That's what they feel, actually, at least. Financial health. It's interesting that all these trees, upside down tree, upright tree, and then tree branches are all in a row. Financial health. They feel like you're very successful or have everything in line to be successful. They feel like you will be, or are right now. Very well off. Very financially healthy. Let's see. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Under beauty and happiness. Yeah. You might have even hinted to this person, like, hey, yeah, like, I'm actually single, like, oh, like, marriage, what would that be like? I don't know, like, I haven't been ever married, but, something I think about. Like, you kind of hinted to them heavily, and they didn't take the bait. And they're like trying to blame it on you by being like, oh, but you're always so cold, or you always are so standoffish, like you say no to everybody. Like, how was I supposed to know that I was one person you would say yes to? You have so many people lining up for you. Like, it's like they're trying to put the blame on you, but it's actually their fault. They had the chance and they just had to ask you out. Okay. You are good enough. Yeah. this person might have made you insecure a little bit, and I mean, no one would be able to tell, but you probably, you put yourself out there, and I feel like you're the kind of person that, like, maybe you don't, like, you might be awkward, like, hitting on someone or flirting with someone, because, like, usually people do it to you, or at least, like, recently, maybe you've been out of the game, or I don't know, you're just kind of used to other people coming, approaching you, and so for the fact that you kind of, like, were kind of interested and kind of, made yourself available and let them know, and they kind of didn't respond or didn't reply back or didn't give you the time of day or didn't pick up on what you were putting down, Spurs like, no, they were really interested, and in fact they thought they weren't good enough, and so both of you might have at that moment just felt like you weren't good enough after that interaction. The last interaction you two had, it just kind of felt, you both kind of just felt let down, and you both were feeling like, wait, was I not good enough? But that's just like a natural reaction that happens when you feel like you were denied, rejected, but you weren't. Both of you weren't. You both rejected yourselves, actually. One last card. Let's see. Changes in reverse. I love that. I feel like neither one of you had to change. Like, they felt like insecure and not worthy and not, like, enough, but they were, and they really, really love you for who you are. They really love everything about you. It's like neither of you had to change. Both of you are ready and good as you are. It's just in that moment, it was like, I feel like both of you are actually, like, confident people, but it was, like, weird because both of you kind of met your match. Like, I think this person is really attractive as well, and they have a good balance in their life as well, maybe in different ways, but definitely have the same energy and power as you do. So it's like nothing really had to change. You just both needed an opportunity to kind of do it again, and nothing really went wrong the first time either. Both of you just kind of didn't follow through and kind of backed out, and that's fine. It happens, right? All right. So I hope you enjoy this reading. If it resonated, I really appreciate a like or comment. It lets me know, like, these readings, specifically this one that I'm doing today, seems like it's, like, for more like singles or newly dating people, and it's, like, very interesting. It's different. So yeah, I really would love your opinion on this, and really, really helpful. So with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, Pile 55 with the Rubies. It's encased in granite, which is why it's not completely pink. But let's see how your person is feeling about you. Okay. The Rose Ceremony. Okay, 20. Judgment. So they're at a really, really important part of this connection, part of this cycle with you, where they have to kind of make a judgment call about how the two of you are going to be moving forward. Are they going to choose you? Are they going to give you the ring? Are they going to move forward with you in this, however way, it's come up for the two of you? If you don't really know this person, or you haven't just started talking, they're trying to figure out if they should ask you out or not. But I feel like for most of you, they're kind of figuring out if they want to commit to you or go, like, deep in the level of commitment in whatever way that resonates with your story. Okay, cozy up with risk in reverse. They feel like you're not too much of a risk taker when it comes to love. Maybe you are with other things, but when it comes to love, you're like, no, I'm not taking a risk. I'm not gonna settle down with someone that is going to cause mayhem and break up with me a year in, you know, after we have kids, or after we just bought a house together, or after we just put down payment for the wedding. Like, I need to know that this person is real, you know? And they know this about you, so that's why they feel like, okay, it's come to the point where I have to make a decision of what to do with this connection. Creator air. So they've been doing a lot of thinking, and they feel like you've been making it very known, very well known to them, that you've been thinking about where things are going, what's going on between us, huh? I need to know. Where do you see us going? 6 of Mirrors. Okay. 6 of Swords. Silver lining. It's kind of like, I feel like you're exhibiting behaviors of like, hey, if things don't go right between the two of us, that's okay. I just want you to tell me the truth. Like, if you don't think you want this future with me, I'd rather you tell me now than, you know, cause a mess of things in the future. Like, I won't be mad. I'll be really happy with the time we spent together. You know, we could still try to be friends for a bit. And eventually we'll have to kind of go our separate ways because, you know, it's going to be hard for me, but no hard feelings. I know we went through a lot and we had a lot of, you know, milestone moments together, but going forward, I see this future. We've talked about it, and I need your answer because I can't keep going now in that direction with you if I know it's going to be all crumbling down. Like, you know, I need to know I'm not making a house of cards and I'm making a house of like strong brick and mortar. Wow. Unexpected. Let's see what's going on with that situation. When I connect to the spirit realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. So I feel like you're opening your heart up at this time because, like, it's really hard for you to be like this honest, but you love this person a lot and they love you this much. I'm getting this could be a vice versa situation, so they might have left the ball in your court to make this decision, and they came to you like, hey, I need to know, what are we doing moving forward? And you're like, oh, it's time to make the call. But I'm getting both of you are kind of very looking for divine guidance. Probably why you came to this tarot reading somehow. You might have been guided here. You might be new, who knows? If you are, welcome. If you have been around, I'm glad I'm still able to give you divine channelings exactly for your spiritual needs. But yeah, I feel like the both of you are kind of like really genuinely want to do the right thing, not just for yourself, but for the other person, and not make this mistake. I feel like both of you are kind of like, if this is the right person, like, I don't want to screw this up, but if it's not, like, I don't want to keep going either. So I feel like that's kind of where the two of you are. One of you might really know and be ready, really on board, but I feel like both of you are kind of very taking this seriously. And even if you both have decided to be together or want to be together, like, this next step in the connection is such a big deal, and both of you are very like no nonsense people when it comes specifically to relationships, that we are both actually taking the time out to do the inner work, like do the right things in regards to this connection. Okay, so how else are they feeling about you? Justice. Okay. I feel like they were ready to come to you with justice, with like a fair arrangement, but you kind of slid in there and proposed something to them. Forget me not. Eternal memories. Yeah, I can get the sense of like, no matter what happens, it'll be okay. Because I feel like they were expecting to come to you with like a agreement. I was gonna say proposal, but I didn't want to. Not an engagement and proposal, but kind of like a, hey, in order to kind of move forward, let's like go on a trip and try to like figure this out or something like that. But then you came to them first. You beat them to the punch. Okay, let's see. What are they feeling about you? You were the best thing in my life. So all these, like, I feel like maybe the two of you kind of, like, maybe you two are thinking about going on a trip together to figure things out, or to visit friends or family or something like that. But instead, the two of you decided to kind of take some space from each other and to see if, if space would help the connection. And all these thoughts are going through the both of you. Like, they're, especially them, they're thinking and feeling like they were the best person in my life. I'm never going to forget these moments that we had together. They were so fair when they came to me with this ultimatum, kind of. Like, they had a fair point. They were right. If they're fair about that, they're probably going to be fair with me about other things. Six of Wands, yeah, victory. I feel like whatever the two of you did, taking a vacation together, taking a break together, taking a break apart, or taking a break to see friends and family, or whatever it was, it worked. It worked. I feel like the two of you kind of ran back to each other. Hey, it happens how it happens. Let's see. How do they feel about you? Gratitude. Yeah. It brought in such an appreciation for you. Whatever this, I think it was more like a break. They understood and appreciated who you are to them, what you mean to them, what life is like with you and without you. It really brought in all the answers that they were looking for in regards to this relationship, and it probably did for you too. But yeah, especially for them. So how else are they feeling about you? Okay, both of these in reverse. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. Yeah. They're like, I'm so happy I only have to go through this once. Yeah. They weren't going to make the same mistake twice. I feel like they might have done that. You guys might have broken up before, or taken space before, or, let go of each other before and came back together, and then this happened. You're still questioning each other. But now it's kind of like, yeah. They're like, I'm never going to question this connection, what we have, ever again. My life is not as together as it seems. Came out in reverse. So I feel like they realize, like, I feel like in the beginning of this connection, or in the middle of this connection or relationship, they kept thinking about how not ready for this connection they were. Like, they're like, I'm not ready for this connection. I'm not ready for these goals. I'm not ready for any of this. I have so many things I need to do in my own life. And then they realize, like, whether this relationship is in their life or not, they're going to always have those other things in their life. And the relationship made them better. And they thought their life wasn't as together as they needed it to be in a relationship or to level up in the relationship, but it was. They realized how much together they actually have it. So this worked on so many levels. How else are they feeling about you? Protection. They want to protect you. They want to protect this connection. It fell under justice. This justice card, right, looks like so intuitive with that deep purple. So I'm getting like it's only fair if I protect this connection, protect you, protect us. After all this, after all the turmoil I put us through by questioning everything. My ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. Yeah, they realized like they had so many negative thoughts in their head, and it was affecting everything. Like, they're thinking negatively about this connection, this relationship, because they were thinking negatively about their work, their financial situation, their relationship with family and friends, and their health and everything else. And it was seeping into this connection. But when they took a step back, they realized they were just in a very negative space, and it was kind of getting overwhelming, and they let it go out of hand, and they really got a good reality check, and they set their perspective straight after that. Okay, so how else do they feel about you? You, the muse. Yeah, they could not believe how much of their life they created immediately with you. How much of them, who they are now and their goals, their future, is a reflection of you, because I feel like you help them build who they are, build their future, their goals, and they didn't realize how much effect you had on them. Last but not least, emotions are running high, supermoon. And we just had a super full moon around the time that I posted this. So I feel like there's a lot of it's a high intensity moment, because it's feelings of I almost lost you, but I have you. I know who you are to me now. I know what you mean to me. I'm seeing how much you affect me in my life positively, and you made me see how I had let other things in my life affect this connection, and I almost lost you. I almost lost this because of my inability to kind of take the time out to see this connection from a different perspective. Yeah. So expect things to change very positively in your romantic love life. And both of you are very highly connected to each other and to the higher realms right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if you get a lot of downloads about what your future might look like, goals that you might want to share and talk about, and in a very, very positive way. You might be feeling very lovey-dovey around this time. Yeah, it's good energy. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like, a comment. It really, really helps me out with my career goals, my goals for this channel, and it gives me a huge boost of confidence to keep doing this kind of stuff, because sometimes people like more superficial things, but if I keep doing more spiritual stuff, spirit will give me more spiritual stuff. That's why my stuff is always very unique, very different, very specific, very detailed, and always different. I'm so surprised. I'm what reading am I on? And every message is so different. It's channeling. It's divine. It's creative. It's not me. So anyway, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, Pile 88 with a Fluorite. Let's see how your person feels about you right now. 9. In the moment. I love that. Okay. So I feel like they're feeling very spontaneous, and they want to bring something to you, do something with you, because they feel like to right now. The 9 card is the Hermit, but I feel like it's like in a romantic sense, like they want to do something alone with you. So they want to spend time with you alone, and they have an idea. Creator Earth, yeah, in the physical sense. So I feel like they're gonna surprise you, or like bring up an idea, like, do you want to go on a trip with me, or do you want to, do like a couples massage or something sensual, like, or do you want to go on a date with me? Do you want to spend a night in, like, very romantically? Like, I feel like they're in the moment and they want to do something spicy, something fun, and something romantic. They're in the mood. The End. Just the Death card. The Hermit and the Death card. They want to bring the end to something. I'm going to find out what that end is. What? 2 cards came out. Okay. Child of Cups, Page of Cups, and Guardian of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting playing it small. The end of playing it small. Let's see. I feel like you have been putting in a lot of the effort to kind of move this connection along. I'm getting like you've always been the one who took on more of the responsibility. You know, when you're dating someone and like it's always your responsibility to figure out like where you're gonna go out for dinner, or what you're gonna do on that date or on that weekend, or plan the trips, and be the one who's like, oh yeah, when's your family event that we need to go to, or what time is it, or something like that, or we need to get the car fixed before we go on this thing, or always kind of looking ahead and taking care of the relationship and doing all the work that's required of maintaining the relationship, maintaining the connection. And they're like, no more. I'm ready to step up. I'm ready to bring magic into this connection in a very big way. What are they going to do? It's very interesting. What are they up to? The universe has big plans for me, and it's time to claim them. Okay. Immediately I saw the sun, and I got this like, okay, I have big plans for this connection, and it's time that I act on them. It's time that I do something about it. Okay, so what are they about to do? Okay. Well, it's going to pop up into your life out of nowhere. Dignity. I feel like they didn't recognize this connection enough. They didn't really honor it enough. It's kind of, they didn't mean to, but it's kind of disrespectful when one person's doing all the work for the relationship and the other person really isn't. And it's good that they notice. And now they're ready to kind of show up in a very, very big, meaningful way. And that's exciting. That's something to be happy about, look forward to. See, success and transformation. Yeah, wow. What a confirmation from Spirit. It's about time I'm getting from you. It's about time. They needed to make this transformation. How else do they feel about you right now? How do they feel about you? Cheerfulness. Okay, so they're very excited. I got this like smitten, kind of excited, like I'm gonna surprise them. I feel like they might not get it right the first time or the second time, you know, because it's like they don't have practice, you know, carrying the weight of the relationship, figuring out dates, you know, figuring out what to eat for dinner, what fun activity the two of you can do for fun, you know. They're out of practice a little bit, or maybe they haven't been, maybe they do think of things once in a while, but they haven't been really lifting their weight for a minute. Playfulness, yeah, cheerfulness and playfulness, yeah. So they're ready to come at it and like come bring fun into this connection. I feel like in part maybe you had like so much work to do, or you, whatever it is, like maybe you had to heal, maybe you were unhealthy, maybe you had injury, a surgery or something like that, or some sort of health condition, and so they had to take on a lot of responsibilities, or you had taken a lot of responsibilities because they were hurt or something. Anyway, it felt like you two were kind of working a lot and not having enough fun, and that's what the connection was lacking. And you were putting in so much effort in having the fun aspect for the connection while doing everything else, and it's getting kind of tedious. And you know, if you're the one who's bringing fun and spontaneity and passion and interesting things into the connection, and the other person is not, you're gonna get bored pretty quickly and you're gonna want to leave really quickly, you know, right? I just saw Archangel stand on the floor. I was working with them a lot today, and I'm just like kind of in a little bit of shock to see them. And happy. Okay, cool. Archangels around. Next, how do they feel about you right now? I want you. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm getting like a little bit of a childish, sexy, fun, adventurous, like, but not like too adventurous, like comfortable, but a little bit adventurous, kind of fun. In terms of like thinking of things to do, like not too out of the norm, but like something different. Like they're trying to find the right balance, because you know when you both are kind of like, let's try something new, and then they're like, let's go bungee jumping, and then you guys like strap yourself in. It's like, what were we thinking? We are not 20 years old anymore. What were we thinking? We could die. We don't even have health insurance, like life insurance, like whatever, you know? Like, I'm getting that kind of feeling. They're like, yeah, we can't go like too crazy, but I want to show that I can like, I'm in their like mind right now, and they're like thinking all these things. They're like, yeah, I don't want to go too crazy, but you know, I want to do something different that they don't usually think of, but I want to do something similar to what we've been doing, kind of like that. So those kind of thoughts they're having. But they want to do this. They want to do right by you. They want to honor and respect this connection. They want to honor and respect you. They want to do right by you, and they're really excited. They really want to. I'm getting they have a very romantic side, and they want to kind of impress you with the things that come up and the things that they think of for you, the two of you, to do. You came closer to anyone that was in reverse and face down. I feel like I don't know if you have been putting in a lot of effort to kind of get things going between the two of you, or keep up the fun part of the connection, where you're not like always completely 100% like hit the nail on the head, but it's like you try and you have so much other stuff going on, and it was like zero effort on their part, and so, or like very little effort on their part, and they're like, we like, you may not hit the nail on the head every single time, but you come close to it almost every single time. Every time we hang out, like, you always have the exact right thing that you know that I would like to do, or something, a combination of what you like to do and I like to do, or something that's different but not too different. Like, you always kind of are around the realm of something really fun, really exciting, really new, but really comfortable. Like, you always kind of do a good job in this arena, and they want to do the same thing. Let's see how they feel about you. Prosperity. They feel very, very lucky to have you in their life. They feel like we will have everything. We will be rich, we will be successful, or we are rich and successful because of you, because of your efforts. Like, they understand why you work so hard, and they understand that you were working hard, not just in this relationship, but outside of the relationship. Like, it was very obvious that you were working hard outside of the relationship, but you were also putting in that much effort in the relationship, and they didn't realize it. They didn't realize that you were putting in as much effort as you do in your job, or with the kids, or with your family, or with your friends, or, with your health or anything. That you're putting just as much effort into this relationship. And now they're kind of feeling like, oh, I was like, complaining, stressing out and everything, and I wasn't really stepping up to the plate. Or maybe, like, I'm getting for some of you, like, they did, but not as much as, like, you did. Maybe they're realizing now how much effort you put in compared to them. Okay. Let's see, what other messages do they have for you? How do they feel about you? Pisces in reverse. Intimacy, intuition, and compassion. Yeah, I do feel a sense that they are feeling so deeply connected to you right now. I feel like, I don't know, like a light switch went off in their head, and they noticed for the first time, or noticed to, like, which extent you put energy and effort into this connection. And, like, I don't know, they're just, like, so in love with you, like, all over again. And they're like, this person loves me so much. Like, this is how much they do for us, for me, for us. They're like, I want to put that love back into the connection, and to them too. And we're gonna nail it in this lifetime. We're gonna nail it for the rest of our lives. Nail it for the rest of our life. I meant, like, yeah, that too, but, like, hit the nail on the head. Nail it. What is it with nails? But really kind of do everything the right way. I don't know. Okay. I'm a little tired. I'm kind of... All right, let's pull a couple more cards. I'm so confused. Okay. How else are they feeling about you? A new romantic cycle begins. Yeah. Okay. How exciting. So this is if you were wondering if things are going to change, if they're going to ever step up, if you're always going to just be stressed out and not have much help, or not have all the help that you need. Maybe they have been helping, but not completely in the way that you need. They're not listening, or maybe they're good with physical support, but not good with emotional support, or so whatever it is. A new romantic cycle is beginning. And last card, How do they feel about you? The Nine of Cups, wish granted. Yeah, there is this feeling of like, they're just like, I'm getting chills and it's like, I don't know, like 100 degrees here. This feeling of wish granted. This is the one. Why haven't I like seen it or reacted to it or stepped up? Like there's no end to the possibilities we can create when I match your energy or match your energy once again. This whole new romantic love cycle between the two of you is restarting, and it's going to be like, you know, going for the sun. Big plans, big destiny, a lot of prosperity, success, abundance. They're real. They're for real. They said, this is it. I'm not going to allow this to happen again. I'm going to step up in a major way. And yeah, that's what happens. So yeah, I hope this reading resonates. If it did, I'd really appreciate a like or comment. Apologize. The sun's setting. It's the skies are like pink outside, but I like to record in just the sunlight, and you know, I try to get it in before sunset. But I do see, with the pink skies outside, like I do see like, if you're still second guessing, like if this is real, no, this person you're thinking of, no, this is real. They're really gonna step up. Let me pull like a. I feel like some of you are still questioning. I got my deck. Within 10 days. If you don't hear back in 10 days, this isn't the right person that you're thinking about. How will you know? How will you know? I'm pulling some extra cards for you. A new friend. Who is this new friend? Temporary alliance. Okay. So you're going to meet a new friend within 10 days. And that's around the time when your current romantic interest is going to step up in such a very big way. If not, this new friend will. That's the law of the universe. That's how it works. If you don't believe me, come back in 10 days and tell me. All right. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.